So today's movie is about something that honestly feels way more disturbing than typical horror. It's about a family, a pet chimpanzee they raise like their own, and a single infection that turns everything into a nightmare. What makes this story scarier is that it's not just fiction. It's inspired by real incidents where trained chimpanzees suddenly became violent. In this movie, one bite changes everything. There's no cure after 48 hours, no escape, and nowhere to run. Let me break down the full story for you, step by step. At the very beginning of the movie, we're told that the first recorded case of hydrophobia dates all the way back to 2300 BC. Animals infected with it would become violently disturbed at the mere sight of water. And if the infection isn't treated within 48 hours, there's absolutely no cure. Hydrophobia is what we now call rabies, a word derived from Latin meaning madness. Right after this chilling introduction, we see veterinarian Doug Lamb approaching the cage of a pet chimpanzee named Ben. The doctor had only come to perform a routine checkup. But instead of examining Ben, it's Ben who ends up treating the doctor by tearing off half of her face. To understand how things escalated to this horrifying point, we have to rewind the clock 36 hours. College student Lacey is finally returning home to Hawaii after being away for a long time. She's traveling with her childhood best friend, Kate. They're so close that they even wear matching half-heart necklaces. However, Kate wants to impress a rich and sophisticated girl named Haina, so she invites her along without even telling Lacey. When Lacey sees Haina on the plane, she feels hurt and disappointed because she doesn't like her. But she keeps quiet. During the flight, Haina meets two guys, Drew and Brer, who are heading to Hawaii for fun. She saves their numbers in Kate's phone. Once they land in Hawaii, Kate's brother Nick arrives at the airport to pick them up. Lacey has secretly liked Nick since childhood, but has never confessed her feelings. Her whole family knows about her crush, and even encourages her to propose to him, but she never gathers the courage. The painful truth is that Nick only sees Lacey as a little sister, and Lacey has no idea. Meanwhile, Haina has also started developing feelings for Nick, though she hasn't said anything either. Nick handles all the arrangements, and the four of them head to Lacey's house, which is built on the edge of a hill, far away from the town. At home, they meet Lacey's father, Adam, who is both deaf and mute. He communicates using sign language, similar to how chimpanzees use gestures. Adam is a well-known book author and stays busy most of the time. The next day, he has a book signing event where he hopes to secure a movie deal. The family also includes Lacey's younger sister, Erin, who is upset because Lacey left suddenly and only just returned without warning. Lacey apologizes, and Erin softens a little. Lacey has brought a teddy bear with her. Not for Erin, but for their pet chimpanzee Ben, the same chimp we saw earlier attacking the doctor. At that time, the teddy bear was still with him. Right now, Ben is thrilled to receive it. Ben's backstory is emotional. He was brought home by Lacey's mother, who passed away from cancer the previous year. She was a linguistics professor who studied languages and was trying to develop a method for communication between humans and chimpanzees. Ben was her experimental subject. She brought him home as a baby and trained him using soundboard software on a tablet. The tablet contains multiple buttons, and by pressing them, Ben can express his needs and emotions. Right now, he's pressing buttons that show happiness because of the teddy bear. He's extremely intelligent. That night, Haina goes to sit alone near the swimming pool. Ben follows her, but begins behaving strangely. The sight of water seems to disturb him, foam forming around his mouth. Suddenly, he grabs Haina's hand and starts pulling her toward him. She's terrified. Just then, Adam rushes in and blows a whistle. The sound immediately causes Ben to back away. Adam types a message on his phone to Haina, explaining that Ben behaves oddly around strangers. He then takes Ben back to his cage, where a dead mongoose lies inside. Ben signals that the mongoose bit him, so he killed it. Adam examines Ben's arm and finds a deep wound. After locking Ben in, Adam takes the mongoose away. By now, it becomes clear that the mongoose had rabies, and because it bit Ben, he's infected too. That explains his erratic behavior, and it's only going to worsen. Here's where the main story truly begins. 2 key facts. Hawaii is the only U.S. state historically free from rabies, and keeping chimpanzees there is illegal. The next morning, Adam tells the girls about the mongoose bite. He says that while he attends his book signing, he'll take the mongoose to a lab for testing and have Ben examined by Dr. Lambert. Until then, Ben must remain locked up. Adam leaves, and the group begins enjoying a poolside party. As the evening unfolds, Lacey notices Nick and Haina getting closer. Feeling jealous and desperate, she asks Haina whether she plans to call the guys from the plane. Haina immediately understands Lacey's attempt to distance her from Nick, but Haina is far more cunning. She pulls out the numbers, and suddenly someone grabs the phone. Leisai's face pales. Left with no choice, she invites the two guys over herself. Later, Kate looks unwell, so Leisai helps her to bed. Meanwhile, Nick and Haina grow more intimate, leaving Leisai heartbroken. She quietly goes to sleep. At the same time, Dr. Lambert arrives at Ben's cage and is brutally killed. Ben has completely lost control. After escaping the cage, he heads upstairs. Kate wakes up to drink water and encounters Ben moving toward her in a terrifying manner. She slams the door shut, but he stares through it with a twisted, menacing face, a scene that becomes iconic. She screams for Leisai, but it's too late. Leisai finds the teddy bear soaked in blood. Aaron arrives just as they hear Haina screaming. They rush to the pool area, where Ben is trying to attack Haina while Nick stands between them. When Leisai appears, Ben calms slightly and sits down. But everyone realizes he's becoming violently aggressive. Nick and Leisai try tying him up with a rope, but it only enrages him further. Aaron suggests calling Dr. Lambert, but the ringing phone echoes from Ben's room, meaning the doctor is already dead. Ben suddenly snaps the rope and lunges at Aaron, biting into her leg and tearing flesh away. Everyone freezes in horror. If he won't spare Aaron, who grew up with him, no one is safe. Panic spreads. Nick quickly shouts for everyone to jump into the pool since Ben can't swim. They all leap in. Ben stands at the edge, staring. Because of the rabies, he avoids the water entirely. Aaron is bleeding heavily. They use a pool net and cloth to stop the bleeding. Realizing Aaron may now be infected, they know she must reach a hospital immediately. They scream for help, but who would hear them out there? While they shout, Ben moves closer. Nick attempts to push him off the ledge to save Aaron. He shoves Ben, forgetting one thing. Ben is a chimpanzee. Ben clings to a rock, pulls Nick down, and climbs back up. Nick falls headfirst, breaking his neck instantly. Kate is ready to attack Ben in rage, but Haina stops her. Exhausted and terrified, they struggle to stay afloat. Leisai spots a pool float, risks leaving the water briefly, retrieves it, and places Aaron on it so she can rest. Leisai then notices Kate's phone nearby. Risking everything, she sneaks out to grab it. But when the phone rings, Ben becomes alert again. He lunges at her, grabbing her hair and pulling her upward. Her hair tears out before she breaks free. The phone falls into the water and is destroyed. Meanwhile, Adam learns the mongoose tested positive for rabies, though he's skeptical because Hawaii is considered rabies-free. He calls Leisai, but her phone is off. He decides to head home. Later, Drew and Brad arrive at the house, unaware of the chaos. They split up looking for the girls. Drew is caught by Ben and brutally killed, his jaw ripped off. Brad is attacked next, beaten to death with a shovel. Haina attempts to escape in a car, but mistakenly enters Drew and Brad's vehicle. Ben has their keys and repeatedly unlocks the car as she tries to lock it. She calls the police but doesn't know the address. Ben enters from behind, trapping her. The screams echo through the phone call, reminiscent of the real-life Travis the chimpanzee case that once shocked the world. Chaos continues. Adam finally arrives home. Ben attacks again. One by one, the family fights back. Adam smashes a bottle into Ben's face and stabs him with it. Ben falls but rises again. In the final confrontation, Ben leaps from the balcony with Leisai, but Adam catches her. Ben crashes onto broken wooden planks below, impaled and killed. Police and ambulances arrive, tracing Haina's call. Aaron is rushed to the hospital. The nightmare seems over. Then, suddenly, Ben's tablet activates. Two icons, Leisai and Bed, are pressed accidentally. A robotic voice says, "Lassie's dead." The needle is already at her throat. Police collect the tablet. And just like that, the movie ends. So that was the full story. What started as a normal homecoming turned into a complete survival situation. And the most tragic part is that Ben wasn't just an animal. He was family. This movie really shows how dangerous rabies can be, and how fast things can spiral out of control. If you liked this detailed explanation, make sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel for more movie breakdowns like this. And tell me in the comments, what was the most intense scene for you? I'll see you in the next one.